Yeah, Reno Omokri has faulted President Muhammadu Buhari and Nigerians, and also by rehabilitating the Boko Haram into the public. According to Reno Omokri, he says Taliban prisoner rehabilitated by Obama, now leader in Afghanistan. Omokri has cautioned Buhari. Omokri is a former spokesperson to ex-president Goodluck Jonathan. He has reminded President Muhammadu Buhari that Kaikawa, a Taliban prisoner who was rehabilitated by the Barack Obama's administration, is now one of the Taliban leaders in Afghanistan. He said this following his earlier warnings to Nigerian government against the move to integrate this so-called Boko Haram, and which is very, very, risky, like what he said, that if you integrate Boko Haram into the public, you are causing danger, because that's going to be danger. It's going to be dangerous to the public or to the citizens or to the government of Nigeria, except Buhari has an ulterior motive towards the action by integrating Boko Haram into the public, or reintegrating them into soldier or military, because it's very, very risky. That he shouldn't do so. If he does that, that means he has violated the fundamental human rights of the people that were killed. Those that were killed by these so-called bandits and Boko Haram are not being given justice. And Reno Omokri has come to warn President Muhammadu Buhari. He said this following his earlier warnings to the Nigerian government against the move to reintegrate some surrendered Boko Haram terrorists into the society. Recall that Army spokesperson and spokesman Brigadier General Onyema Nwachukwu had announced that over 1,000 members of the Boko Haram and their families have surrendered to the troops, including some key leaders of the dreaded Islamic sect. The army spokesman added that the surrendered terrorists will be received, processed and passed on to the relevant agencies to government for further assessment in line with extant provision. Omokri warned that Kaikawa, a Taliban prisoner rehabilitated and released from Guantanamo Bay by Obama, is now one of the leaders of the Taliban in Afghanistan. I hope those of you who insult me for cautioning Buhari against releasing repentant Boko Haramists are watching. Recall also, Avi, that Afghanistan was plunged into turmoil after the Taliban took over the country, invaded Kabul, the nation's capital, and occupied the presidency. This happened after the United States of America pulled out its military after spending about 2 decades in the war-ravaged country. And the former presidential aide added one tweet from Trump, and from Trump would have scared the Taliban more than the military armada Biden could have put together. And that's coming from Reno Omokri, that Buhari should be warned and should be careful and should trail carefully. It's all about perception. Even dogs bite if they sense weakness. Biden lacks the alpha personality and clout to instill a healthy fear in America's enemy. Yes, as I said, when Donald Trump was there, he did not, evacuate the troops of the United States back to United States. But Biden, according to so many reactions, says Biden has an evil agenda. Biden is Biden is that. Biden is a. They say okay, Trump was a racist, but Biden is just a devil incarnate. But Reno Omokri has debunked and says that they should warn President Muhammadu Buhari not to reintegrate Boko Haram into the army or should release them to the public. They need to face the wrath of the law. For you that you are a terrorist or a rebel, you have gone against the constitution and law of the country, because you are proscribed criminal, terrorist, according to the constitution of Nigeria, which says if you kill or you have gone against the constitution, yes, but if you kill somebody, that is murder case. And you know how murder case is being treated, let alone being a terrorist that have ravaged the lives of the people, especially in the northern part of the country. And what Reno Omokri is fearful of is just that he laid that example that one of the rebels or terrorists that was reintegrated into Afghanistan soldier or army or the military has now become one of the leaders of this terror Taliban group that invaded and took over the presidency from Afghanistan President Ghani. Ghani, on the other hand, fled to another or to exile just because of the fear of the Taliban. The Taliban is a terrorist group, working with Al Qaeda, and they are this Boko Haram they are like the subsidiary of the Taliban, of a terrorist group, because Boko Haram, have been terrorizing Nigeria, from the northern part of the country. Boko Haram also have, been terrorizing the government, and also in a nutshell, their kinsmen, killer herdsmen who are the Fulanis, also have been ravaging bandits, unknown gunmen, name whatever you want to name them, they are all terrorists. Instead of Buhari to concentrate more on the northern region by prosecuting all these Fulani herdsmen and the Fulani killer or the Boko Haram, they said, according to Lai Mohammed, that Boko Haram has been defeated technically. That's a lie and propaganda and blasphemy they have been giving us. Buhari, in his own way, he said attack on the Boko Haram is an attack on the north. You Nigerians, open your eyes and ears very widely for you to know that this tyrannic president that we have may think he is doing it to his own favor. Yes, it might be for his favor now, but as soon as ICC, like I usually say, that International Criminal Court, allows him to finish his tenure come 2023, let's see how it goes. And that is why Buhari, never wanted to release power. He said even under the constitution, when his tenure ends in 2023, he's still bidding for a third term. First time in history that a president, sitting on the throne in Nigeria would want to go for the third term, because it has been, 2 terms from onset. And he said even if he's going to release power, then he's going to release power to either the Fulani kingsmen of East. That is why he's trying his possible best to make sure the Fulani, either the herdsmen, Boko Haram, invades, all the cities, especially in the southern region, to, capture the land. Because so many people have been saying these Fulani killer herdsmen, they are ravaging all over, in disguise to grab everybody's land. But Reno Omokri has said it, if this Boko Haram are being reintegrated into the army or into the public, so he said if they are reintegrated rather into the public, it will be very, very dangerous for Nigerians or Nigerian government itself. If not, he now cited the example that if not, they will, invade Aso Rock or presidency the same way the Taliban has, conquered the Afghanistan. But God forbid it happens. But the warning is that we should warn Buhari to desist from reintegrating. Prosecution is what they need. Let the due course or the constitution, if they want to follow the constitution of the nation, he who killed should also be killed or be prosecuted. That's just it. Well, I would like you to share the comments on your comment section.